a really good process. So 4 days of the program. The second 2 days, so that's day 3 and 4, I've been on 500 calories. And the great thing is, because of the feast days on day 1 and 2, and you just eat as much good fats and all the things that we love, all the naughty things, pasta, potato, pastries, pancakes, whatever it was, you eat as much as you start 500 calories. So today is Thursday. I've done Wednesday and Thursday working normally, and I feel completely normal, even though I'm on a lot less intake with my food. So the food that I do eat is twice a day, 2 good meals, 100 grams of protein in both. So I'm not vegetarian, so I've had some lamb, some chicken, and some eggs. You can have, if you have egg yolk, 1 whole egg, so the egg yolk and the egg white, and then 3 other egg whites, so that would be an omelette of 100 grams. And any meat, any fish, always without fat. So it's always quite comforting, I find, when I've got a really clear boundary on what I can and can't do. And I know other people, clients I've taken through CuraRomana have said the same, that actually when you don't need to think about it, that kind of, oh, should I eat this, or should I eat that, or oh, I shouldn't, but I'm going to, when you take all of that away, then then life becomes really simplified, actually. And just a couple of bits of fruit today, and very basic food, very clean food, and food that's really easy for the body to digest. So what's quite interesting with that is that as the body doesn't have to work so hard to digest, it can start going to business on doing other things like letting go of excess fat, or I find I always have so much more energy, and I've got so much more inspiration to do stuff when I'm on the CuraRomana plan. I mean, I do call it a fast because for me, it is a fast. It's a time when I let go of eating all kinds of things that I love and I enjoy, but they don't necessarily make me feel great. And when you simplify everything, it's amazing what can happen in the body. So already after a couple of days, I just feel a lot clearer. I did have a stonking headache yesterday evening, and that's quite normal actually at the beginning of the program, that sometimes as the body is just moving into another phase, then it takes some time for the body to acclimatize to it. But the first thing that I do in the morning, and I'll try and do a morning live video, is I take some supplements. So you need to take vitamin C and take some psyllium husk. So that kind of gives you fiber and some bulk going through your body. And of course, plenty of water. I'm going to be talking a lot about water as I'm going through this process, because actually water is such an important thing. When we're trying to let go of stuff and we want it to move out of us, everything needs to flow. And what the body is 70-80% water, so it's really important to keep flushing everything out. But in terms of eating less, I get a lot of people asking me, but how can you function on that amount of food? And it's actually extraordinary, because what you start to discover after a period of time is that we actually eat far, far more than we require, but we're so used to it. It's such a habit. Eating is such a habitual thing for us that, we all go around on average taking in more in our bodies than we need to. Obviously, some people are completely dedicated to eating in a particular way and are very good, but I actually find, because I have children, because I have a busy life, because I'm rushing around, I'm very inclined to end up, after a few months, of just simply falling back into habits that I might enjoy and I might find them comforting at the time, but they don't serve my health. And I think everyone knows this. Everyone can find that they experience that kind of situation where you've been eating all the right stuff and then you go on holiday, or I don't know, school holidays or people around for dinner, and we just start eating things that, take us on a downward spiral. So it's always good to then come back and give your body a rest. It's a bit of a thank you to the body, I think, to give it a chance to not have to process all this sugar, all these dodgy fats, and the quantity of food that we eat. So I'm on day 4. Really, really nice. I think the only thing that can kick in is boredom, and I'm going to talk about this and at some other times. So much of the time we eat either out of boredom or we eat out of tiredness. So very often we'll eat instead of resting, or instead of finding something literally more interesting to do. So this is day 4. I'm trying to check in each day, and I'm going to try and get some, show some meals that one has when we do the plan, and also look at the supplements. What supplements do you use when you're on the plan? And also talk a little bit more about what to do, because there are times when you might feel a bit weak or a bit faint simply because you're trying to do loads of stuff when actually maybe you need to rest a bit. So this is day 4. I'm going to bed now. Always sleep really well when I'm on the CuraRomana process. So I will see you tomorrow, hopefully, and have a good night. Bye. So I'm now on day 4 of CuraRomana, and it's been a really, really good process. So 4 days of the program. The second 2 days, so that's day 3 and 4, I've been on 500 calories, and the great thing is, because of the feast days on day 1 and 2, when you just eat as much